Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Let's go.
Hey, gun.
On first down, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's a former Raven. This is Kyle Juszczyk. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow.
Now's a good chunk of yardage picked up there, and the big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
21.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, high 7.
48 to Mike. In your face.
I got this.
Mike, 48. Coming.
48.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a gain of 34. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Man open, it's Goodwin. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 27 yards. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And he'll take it out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Jackson on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. This will be caught by Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 27 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Breida. 20! A big play there for the Niners. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Garoppolo now. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal.
21. Here we go. Go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D Ford. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. D Ford able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And some space here. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 66 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return, as his guys are back within a single score. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
This is Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go. 180.
57. I got you. I got you.
21. Here we go. Hey, gun.
It's a backfield.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Matt Judon. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And the 49er first down. First and 10.
Here we go.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Here we go. 180.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen.
57.
Hey, gun.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Stay hot.
Breida, he'll try the right side. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. To throw is Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Garoppolo hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Here we go. 65, 65. Hey, exit.
57, Mike 57.
Watch the screen. Hey, gun.
57.
21.
Yo. 57.
Now Garoppolo. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Switch up.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Check.
the gun, it's Jackson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And taken right at the 35.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Two. Hey, gun. Lock. Hey, wahoo.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Bynes in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
I got this. Check 52.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and put the down marker back to 1.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 17 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
Hey, Delta. 48 Mike.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And Sanders has got it complete. Well, Sanders has it poked free, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Miles Boykin, 68 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very... He's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 75 yards. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10, eluding the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. 23 yards the pickup there. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Now Jackson on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, AD! Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Shit. 11.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Breida. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First down, Ravens.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D Ford getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Escaping the pressure right. Flush to his right. Oh, that's just not... And I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
21. Here we go.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Hey, watch your lane.
Tight dog.
11. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo, and he rifles one incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Flag! One, Omaha. Hey, orbit. Hey, gun.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Owasor in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
12. I got you. Hey, Charlie. Go ahead.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Matt Judon. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Important extra point up and through, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Hey, alert!
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made there by Chris Wormley.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to throw. It's caught by Sanders. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Check, crunch. Hey, gun.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Lock!
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. 180!
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And that's caught inside the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
13. 21. Hey, Zoo.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Kill. Turn up.
11. Hey, Haywood.
Now Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
I got you.
That's me.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Post-game report player stats. Entering statistics screen player stats. Team Cal. Post-game report player stats. Entering statistics, rushing selected. Team Cal, Team SF. Post, finish game. Entering online hub screen, you have 5 options, with your matches selected.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think.
Entering main menu screen, Superstar Go.
Got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about.
Entering create game screen, you have 7 options. The option is set to 1 is selected. Enter ready. Advanced settings, submit. Time 6 8 50 offensive. Run and run spread selected. West Coast selected. Low out. My low Jeep Tampa Bay 10 Fleet 6 5M Car Use Val J Harbaugh Seattle Red Ball Low Oakland New England Chicago Minute Tennis Houston It's Seattle New Seattle Seahawks selected. Advanced West Coast select. Edit view. Entering edit view. Advanced ready.
Come on.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Fight 80! Get that quarterback, D-line! Get that quarterback, D-line! D-line, get that!
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Everyone's got four down.
Now a give to Breida, and he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Six. 1, Omaha. I got you.
Shift.
Undercrush. 21. 11.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Here we go.
You better get in the way.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
65.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Shift. Watch the shift.
12, fellas. Here we go. 21. Hey, gun.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They go counter with Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
21.
Mike 54. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
21. Here we go.
Mike. Check. Watch 54.
One, Omaha.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Wait. I got you.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Pick it up.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Here we go.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
12, fellas. Here we go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. 65. Hey, Alpha.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Watch the curl.
Hey, gun. Hey, go.
Garoppolo on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, Steve 6.
57's the Mike.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Garoppolo now. After the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
12. Hey, alert. 11.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Being chased out left. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's bring it. Check 37. Check. Four down.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
1st down, Seahawks.
And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
He lets it fly, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Throwing again here, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 17 yards out, here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0.
49ers nothing. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover, put your defense in a bad spot.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over. Yeah,
it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26.
11.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Now it's Carson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They run again with Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Wilson.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
36 power.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check it out, read. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 46 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Watch the run. They're running it.
On first down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. This complete to Lockett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. They run on first down as they get about 3. Second and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
11.
Brings up second and 7 at the 30-yard line.
They run again with Breida, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
12. I got you.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run it with Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
A loss of a yard. Brings up second and
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. 180.
Watch 54. Your track.
12.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And this one's incomplete.
Intended for Emmanuel Sanders. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Michael Kendricks with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Lock! 12, fellas, here we go. Go ahead. 21.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
I got you.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
I got you.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner 1st. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Bravo.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, gun.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Rasheed Green. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Jared Reed providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, I'm coming.
I got you.
Mike spot 4.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, and now here's another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will be He's set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll find Metcalf. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Come on now, let's go. Check.
Good job right there. 14.
To throw is Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say we'll get better as we go forward.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Here we go. 21.
On first down, here's Breida. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. On second down, a run with Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? They run for it with Breida. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Tackle made by Rasheem Green. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Go.
First down, Seattle.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that,
NFL, right here on EA Sports.
Post-game
With that,
report
we
player
say good
finish
night
game.
from Silicon Valley.